Can I get the auto-tune back on?
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be looking at Rainbow High Creative Crystals Amaya Raine. So out of the Creative Crystals line, this was the last doll that I needed, and I kind of for a second felt like I wasn't going to be able to get her anymore because she had sold out from Amazon and she's no longer sold in stores, I believe, or at least I haven't seen her at any of my local retailers like Target and Walmart. And so I was a little bit bummed because I did want her for her hoodie and her shoes, and Amazon didn't have her. She was kind of sold out for a little bit, and then about like a week or so, or maybe 2 weeks now, she popped back up on like a deal or a sale, and she originally retails for almost like 24, and she was on sale for about 15, which I felt like was a really good deal. And my partner also needed her in their collection as well, and so we ordered 2 of them in this Creative Crystals lineup. For some reason, Rainbow High had decided to try out doing plastic clothing, and we were hoping that we were going to get the fabric skirt kind of variation, just because I was going through the reviews and somebody like a couple months ago had said that they have gone the fabric skirt. If you didn't know, Amaya Raine and the Bella Parker doll in this Creative Crystals lineup, for some reason, Rainbow High had decided to try out doing plastic clothing. I think I did see some reviews on Amazon about parents complaining about the plastic skirt not staying on properly. And so maybe with all that negative kind of backlash, Rainbow High decided to release fabric skirts, like variations of those 2 characters down the line, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they just didn't do fabric skirts from the get-go. Anyways, we ordered them. They came. We were kind of like crossing our fingers that we got the fabric skirts, and when we opened the package, we saw that they both came with fabric skirts, which we were so happy about, just because it's kind of a gamble with Amazon. Again, you're not being able to choose the doll that you want. You know, it's kind of just because it's online, you get what you get. And I remember when people were announced that they saw on Target website the product imagery for these dolls, they had updated it, and Bella and Amaya had fabric skirts, but in store they just like never got these variations. So I don't know why Target was using that product imagery. It just feels kind of weird, like why advertise it if you know the dolls don't have it. But anyways, I'm super excited to finally unbox her and complete this line. Again, I really just wanted her for the hoodie and the shoes. I don't really care about the resin gimmick. I never do any of the gimmicks. You've seen any of my other videos, I don't do any of these new Rainbow High rebrand gimmicks. I just want the doll usually in for their clothing pieces, and in this case I just wanted her hoodie and heels. I thought they were really cute, so I'm really excited to also have pretty much a whole outfit, which is kind of like the minimal thing you can be asking for when buying a fashion doll. And so with this one, I'm really excited to finally, go over her and show you guys. So starting off with the packaging, I'm going to be really quick with this because again, I don't really care about the gimmick, but this is the new Rainbow World rebrand packaging. It has a giant window. It says the line Creative Crystals. They still have the nameplate at the top left, and then the artwork of the character at the bottom left, and then some product imagery going over the gimmick, which for this one we all know is the resin. And then on the side of the box they have the character's name in a really big font. They've just been doing that since they've done this whole Rainbow High rebrand about 2 years ago. And then the back of the box is not really that exciting for this line. They've kind of gone more in a product imagery instead of artwork direction, which I totally understand because of the gimmick. So they really want to showcase that. I'm more a fan of artwork, like doll artwork. Obviously with my background, it's just a collection of doll artwork. So I don't really like this background, but I totally understand it from like a marketing direction. You want to make sure you're showcasing the resin and all that stuff to children and parents. So I've gone and fully unboxed the doll, and these are the like gimmick accessories, so I'm not really gonna cover that because again I don't do them. But she has a headband, and then a mold that does like unicorn ears and the horn. She has a unicorn purse. She has like, you know, unicorn wing earrings, and then she has her glasses that you can like resin like lenses on them. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that really quick. Okay, so this is Amaya, fully unboxed. Let me go over her hair. So this one, she kind of is similar to her like slime doll when it comes to the colorway of her hair. Like they really emphasize the rainbow in her hair, and she barely has white, and it's also just in the back. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this color blend on her. It just looks very, you know, Airheads the candy. That's what it's giving me. And so I like it when the rainbow is a little bit more subtle and more like in the back, like her Fantastic Fashion doll. And then her hairstyle, she has like two pieces pulled to the top of her head in this braid. I haven't taken it down, but I know other people have, and that she's bald right here. I don't know why MJ thought that was going to be a good decision to leave a giant bald spot. Maybe go with a different hairstyle, or I don't understand why they couldn't have rooted hair right here and still do this braid. They've done that in the past with some of their other dolls that have like a braid hairstyle on the top of their head, but they're not bald. I'm not sure why they just left this like huge gap of like just not rooting it right there. I guess they're assuming like no one's ever going to take her hair down. Obviously children might not, but collectors, you know, who want to wash their hair or restyle her would. And you know, some people have, and that's how I found out that she's bald right there, which is a really huge downside and another negative towards this doll. Makeup wise, I think she's really pretty. I think her makeup's kind of fun. She has this like hot pink eyeshadow at the top with like glitter, and then like a blue eyeshadow at the bottom. She has light brown eyebrows, and then just a light pink lip. Before I go over her outfit, she's on the new like rebrand, less articulated body from the original dolls. So she only has shoulder, elbow. She has no wrist or removable hands. She has no upper thigh, but she has hip, and she has knee. So you can't swivel her legs in or out because the upper thigh joint is gone. And she doesn't have any painted nails or painted toenails. They're just blank or plain. She's wearing this hoodie, which I think is actually pretty cute. I did want this hoodie for restyles. I really want to try it on the budget Stella. I unfortunately don't have that Stella. I really want her. I just think that Stella doll is so pretty and prettier than her core Stella. So I am still on the lookout for that. But we have a typical Rainbow High hoodie. It's in this kind of light pinkish purple, but it's just their typical hoodie, and it has drawstrings that do actually kind of work, which is pretty cool. She has this letter graphic going across her chest that say rainbow in black letters, and then a actual graphic rainbow at the bottom. She then has these cool chains. I will say the placement right here is a little odd just because it kind of hits where her chest is, but I think it's still pretty cool. And their actual, like, you know, little chain, and it connects right there in the shoulder with this little like ribbon strap, and then the like key ring, or like little key ring, and then at this part it's just like attached by thread, so be very careful with that. The hoodie velcros in the back, and it's a non-functional hoodie, and it's not really big. It's which I prefer. I'm never going to use the hoodie, so I would just prefer like these little hoodies that are like not massive. And it does have velcros for, you know, easy removal. And there's the velcro for the hoodie. Now onto the skirt. So some of the other Amaya dolls come with a full plastic skirt. I will say this skirt does not resemble that skirt at all. You've seen other doll reviews with that. Let me see if her box has a picture of it so we can compare it to this skirt. Okay, so I brought the box back to show the back with the product imagery, because it has a photo of the plastic skirt. And as you can see, it is white too, but it has gold zippers, multiple gold zippers, and they're all vertical. She also has a belt and a bunch of studs, and this belt also has a gold buckle as well. You look at this skirt, it is white, but it's a completely different style skirt. Has no belt, no studs, no gold zippers. But why not just make this skirt in fabric? Maybe that's going to cost too much. Why bother, so late in the production to then switch to like a fabric skirt? All the other girls besides Bella had pretty much full fabric outfits, except for one like little corset piece that was plastic. That's how it was for Skylar and Violet. And then Iris, I think her outfit was just pretty much full fabric. I just don't understand like the planning, the production planning for this, like why they even thought the plastic skirts were gonna go well. Why not have just gone with this from the get-go? Like, it's a simple skirt, not much going on. This costs money, you have to make this and then repackage the dolls with this skirt instead of the plastic skirt, and then those plastic skirts are just getting tossed. I'm not complaining about this fabric skirt. I'm grateful to have it. I really wanted this one, and I'm super, super happy to have it in my collection instead of this ugly plastic skirt that I would never use. So, back to the skirt. This is what the front looks like. 3 panels, 2 horizontal zippers with pink trim, and then a graphic iridescent design in the fabric. The back only has like that print going to the back. There's no zipper detail, and it does Velcro on the back. And then her shoes, which I think she has one of the best shoes out of the whole line. And she still follows that like crystal theme, but it doesn't feel super junior. I think these are still really cute. I do like the color. I like the little crystal detail. And I just think these are so fun. And I like that they are semi-transparent. I do wish they had the notch in the back. I did talk about that with one of my other videos. I think the My Style Fashion Sunny, where they notched the back, but they don't always do it for all the shoes. And I just wish they did, just to help with, the dolls or the shoes over time, like tearing, which I've had happen to some of my Rainbow High shoes. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys the fabric skirt variation of this Amaya doll, and I'm super excited again to have her in my collection. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of her. I'm sorry if you wanted to see the gimmick. Again, I don't do any of the gimmicks when I do my unboxings and reviews, but I hope you enjoyed my little rant about the decision of the plastic skirt versus the fabric skirt. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out some of my other ones, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.